am I meant to even try if I don't know what it is?
Stop fucking sucking dick so hard.
I don't know how to do that.
Well, there you go.
I'm like Brandon want you to suck his dick.
Yeah, he told me if I didn't get with him, he had no reason to be alive and threatened to kill himself.
Oh God, that's
I
such
mean,
a,
I guess
that's such a woman move.
That's like underneath.
I'm not even kidding.
That's so like trying to dig your way back up to rock bottom. What is that?
I don't know, man. And then he told me, like, oh, I went into my dean's office and told them, fuck you, I'm not paying my college tuition. And I broke a vase or something.
Oh, God.
It's like, awesome, we just raised all that money for you and you just went and told your dean to get fucked. Like, that's the best thank you I could have asked for. He was,
A ding dong.
He was a real dinky stink.
I fucking,
Alright, I'm coming mid right now.
If only.
Could you just, like, hold the sass?
How come you don't?
I don't want any sass on
It's
this
really bizarre.
pizza.
We're friends, but you can gank for Kennen 15 times. But
I ganked for Kennen one time, and then Malachi came back in the span of time that I was still up there.
No, that's fine. I
only
now
ganked
have to
once.
go gank for Kennen because he's a big goofball.
Nah, he's fine. Don't even bother. Oh, no.
He's a goof beanie.
Alright, I'm coming. I got rid of the goof
Kennen,
beanies.
fucking go
He's
turn
coming
around
back.
on
He's
him.
coming. Why is he? Oh shit.
Fuck you!
Oh shit, Lyle, run towards me, I'm coming.
Yep, I'm trying. I might die here. Oh, nice.
Careful. Careful!
Oh shit!
Get out of here.
Okay. Alright, we got it.
I'm just gonna leave that there so Rengar can clean it up later. Actually, I'm gonna smash this tower because I'm Xin Zhao and I'm an asshole for playing him.
Do it. Yeah, you are an asshole, but do it.
Ah, what the fuck?
I love your fucking unprecedented hatred of Xin Zhao, by the way.
It's not
I just
unprecedented.
1v1'd their ADC and I nearly won. He ran away.
Well,
That's really bad.
good thing he a fat bitch. Oh! Oh shit,
He's
Kyle.
running to KFC.
Unprecedented hatred for a reason, Lyle. That's why I hate Xin Zhao, because he can pull that shit. No, get away from me.
You seem to think that you're the president of the United States.
Okay.
But I have news for you.
Shut up. Second of all, I hate you. And I got out. Holy fuck.
It's
Kyle,
okay,
would you ever get a
Kenpo's
tattoo?
got it.
I'm getting a tattoo.
What are you getting?
I don't know. I'm looking at designs that other people have
Get
right
a
now.
koi fish. All the cool kids have koi fish.
Or dragons?
Well, actually, I was gonna say that I'm gonna be coming back
Or
into town
Chinese
like
writing.
the weekend of like the 26th around. Do you want to like go to your artist and like see if you could like maybe draw me some sketches?
The fuck do I have to be there? You can just go to him.
Oh, give me your artist number then.
Oh,
Fine.
okay. Yeah, I can tell you where he's at. He's actually
Yeah.
pretty close to me.
Yeah, and I heard. Well, you said he's a cool guy, so.
Yeah. I mean, I could bring you in if you want.
No. Not saying.
How
I mean,
expensive are
I'm just tell him like if you could just like tell him like, hey, a friend of mine wants to get a tattoo, like blah 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 blah. You don't have to come with me.
Usually they're not a flat rate. Usually they're like an hourly, or at least in my experience.
Oh, yeah, which is fine because if you can do it in like 2
Yeah.
hours, I'm down. I don't want to.
That depends on what size it is.
Yeah, I have to look into it more. Is hourly better? Do you think than?
Usually they'll tell you it's hourly anyway.
That's what I'm saying. But are you saying do you think hourly would be better than flat rate or no?
I don't know that flat rate would exist unless it's like
Not at this place. But
unless
like
it's
any
one of
other
those
place.
like stencil parlors.
Oh, I don't really want a stencil though. I don't want something everybody else has.
Yeah. But
No, but because I bet my friends. that if I
my
won-
guy is like 100 an hour.
Oh, jeez.
That's not too bad.
Yeah.
Considering.
Well, it depends on how good a work he does, but I do like Lyle's tattoos.
Yeah. I mean,
I
both
want to get one, but
both
they're
my
expensive,
tattoos. My sleeve took about 28 hours, and my vambrace took about 19.
yeah. Wow. How much do you think something that's like the size of like a jar would be?
That depends.
Like just round.
How big is
Is
it?
it
How big of a
full?
jar are we talking here?
Or is it just like an outline, or is it like a fully like filled in thing. Because that...
I guess sort
Like,
of
how many
detailed.
inches by how many-
Like,
oh, wait, you don't
for
use
example, the thing on my arm, to get it outlined was, like, it took maybe, like, 3 hours, if that.
Oh, mine.
No,
if I
probably
got
less
something,
than
it would
that.
Be smaller.
No, I think the first session I ever did, I got the outline completely done for my, my, like, full sleeve. And that took, like, yeah, it took maybe a little less than 3 hours. So,
Oh, okay.
I mean, it depends how detailed you want it to be. If you just want it to be black, and what kind of jar?
Oh,
Also?
I thought about a better one. The size of like a GameCube disc.
A GameCube? Oh, yeah, that should probably.
What
not
size?
even,
What jar?
Even
is,
if that, even
wait,
if
what
that
jar is the size of a GameCube disc?
No,
I'm
like the
confused.
underside
Jam
of one.
jar?
Oh, the underside.
Yeah,
okay.
I get you, but
Yeah.
no, something like that. Even if it's completely full in, it should only take like a few hours. If you're just doing like a
sweet.
black, if you're just doing a black, that should probably not even take that long.
Oh, sweet.
Do you want to get what, like a CD on your arm or something?
Yeah, I want to get a GameCube disc. No, I want to get Luigi's Mansion on my arm.
In commemoration of one of the most underrated games ever.
Can I
Just
say that
really
there was
not.
a button that made him yell out for Mario?
Oh my
Yeah, and it
God.
was completely useless. I guess it
Yeah.
became the interact button though when you like went up against something.
Yeah. It's like if you didn't interact with anything, he would say Mario. And then if you did interact with something, he'd hump a desk.
That was really funny. I liked that game.
That game wasn't bad. It's just I never really understood like the overall appeal. Like, I never understood why like a lot of people liked it so much. Like it was good.
Because they're hipsters and it was obscure, man. It's not a cool thing to say, oh, Luigi's Mansion is my favorite dog.
What was I gonna say?
Probably
No, I wanna
something
get, like-
stupid.
I want to get like a xenomorph like curled up in a circle, like maybe
wait,
on the back of my
wait.
neck.
Venomoth?
Xenomorph.
The alien.
From Alien.
From what?
From Alien.
Oh, you said well then you don't call it a xenomorph, it's a xenomorph. Fuck you.
I just did
And
it
you-
to fuck
Potato,
with you.
potato.
Yeah, and potato is wrong.
Banana, banana.
See ya, idiot. I will come
Banana.
after you. Don't even... he fucking barely lived!
But the thing is, like, it would be small, but it would be like detailed. So I don't know.
Do you really like Alien or something?
Yeah, a lot.
Oh.
It's one of my favorite movies.
If I could get an Indiana
One of
Jones
the only
tattoo that
movies
wasn't
with
completely
relatively
gay,
ugly characters.
if I could get a tattoo for was it Indiana Jones that wasn't totally gay, I'd get it.
Get a whip. Just
It has, yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Get Indiana Jones on the small of your back, throwing out his whip, and just have it crack against the upper part of
I
your
have a
butt
choice
cheek.
between a whip and a fedora. I'm not doing either of those, and then a man purse.
I don't know, man purse is pretty boss, Kyle. I think you should go for a man purse.
Oh my
Holy
God.
dicks. What's
Yeah,
going
see?
on there? Kick his dick in half, Kyle. Make him rue the day.
Oh, I grabbed a minion, but we still got the kill.
Oh, he's gonna rue that day. Oh my god. We just got... That was weird.
Is he gonna kangaroo that day?
Everything
You
is always
fucking
fucking
stole my joke,
kangaroo
you
and
cunt.
drop bears with you.
She stole my joke. I already used that on Twitter. Fuck you.
Oh, I really didn't see that. I'm sorry.
Yes, you did. I used it on your post.
Which one?
In response to your post, you said like something about like Kyle looks stupid or something.
Oh no, it was that someone tweeted everyone has a gay friend called Kyle.
Yeah, fuck you. And then I just tweeted you'll kangaroo the day you messed with me.
Oh, I
And
don't
then
remember
you-
that. Sorry.
Yeah, well, I did happen, so fuck
That's,
you.
okay, I'm sorry. That's unintentional plagiarism. Here's $40 million.
You're an unintentional plague on this fucking...
It's-
eat a dick.
It's not
Lucian.
plagiarism if you say it.
Oh really? Only if I write
Yeah.
it an essay I submit it to my teacher without referencing you?
Yeah.
Who are you to say? Who? Oh shit,
What
that's
say?
multiple people! I'm out.
Yeah, at my school, that'll actually get you kicked out, and like you'll lose your journalism license. Like you won't be able to practice journalism.
That's actually one of the few degrees where that's a really big fucking deal.
Yeah, it is. There was a guy who actually graduated from our school. Do you ever hear about that guy? I forget what his name. Joshua. Was it Josh?
Don't say his full name. But
Well, no. It's a famous thing. He went on to work for the New York Times.
yeah?
And this was like 2011. There was a big thing where he had plagiarized 36 of the 72 works that he had put out.
Do you want red? Come get
Yeah.
red.
all right, if you tank it.
And basically, what happened was they took away like his degree, and they took away his.
Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I had no idea that fucking happened.
Yeah. Well, they didn't
Okay,
take away,
so from a
like, he earned his
journalism.
degree. Well, no. The reason they took away his degree because they found out that some of the work he had done at the school was also plagiarized.
Let's I actually wanted to ask you, have you heard about what's going on with this whole Gamergate thing, Kyle?
No.
What
Because
exactly is
you-
Gamergate? It's like critics who criticize gamers, isn't it?
No. Well, yeah,
That's
kind
what-
of. Okay, so I think I might have asked you about this.
You didn't ask me about this.
Well, it's the Zoe Quinn thing. It's the fallout from that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so basically, for those of you that do not know, Zoe Quinn is a fucking irrelevant game dev that's never done anything but cry victim. And recently, what happened was it came out that she had been sleeping with journalists that work for gaming sites to
Yeah.
advance her career.
While she was still dating her boyfriend,
One of them was
she slept.
married.
Yeah, she
That
slept
her
with five-
boss was married, yeah.
Yeah,
but,
she
but
slept
that
with
that
five
doesn't
guys,
that doesn't
basically.
really fucking matter because
and that is why she's called Five Guys Burgers and Fries.
yeah. I mean, that's just her being a shitty person, but that really doesn't. The point of it is she slept with a bunch of journalists who
Yeah.
then went on to write articles, not
About her.
necessarily like reviews of her game, but they went on to write articles about her. Yes.
Yeah.
And
About,
Like
they-
you mean
they-
positive ones?
Positive
Okay.
articles about her. There
They
was
could like
something.
possibly sleep with her again.
There was something that came out that she had basically crushed a game jam and then wouldn't let told everybody not to report on it. There,
She,
What's a
she
game
did,
jam?
which it's like where people donate money and then people like don't leave a room until they develop a game.
Oh,
It wasn't. They weren't making money off it yet either.
Yeah.
They basically what
It's
they were.
sad because it
So-
was completely ruined by her, and it was all for charity. All the proceeds were going to
So, and then there's a bunch. There were a few that came out that they were backing her on Kickstarter, or not Kickstarter, on Patreon. Okay, how big a deal is that they're back? If a game journalist is backing.
Well, game journalists, half of them are not actually.
All right. Let's just say
Right.
from a journalism perspective, because I was actually wondering about that one.
Right,
Obviously, sleeping with your source.
Yeah,
that's
no, you can't
that's
do that.
something that you're not
That's
allowed
conflict.
to do. Yeah.
Not until the story's over. No, it's a conflict of interest.
Okay. What about before the story starts?
Before the story starts, you can't. You have to have someone else report it because if you have a connection at all, you're not using a relevant source because you might have another conflict of interest.
Okay, yeah. So you're not allowed to do that. But okay, how about what if these journalists that report on her, what if they are backing her on Patreon, which is basically her Patreon is not for anything in particular, it's just for existing. So basically it would be they just give her a flat amount of money a month. Is that a conflict of interest, yes or no?
I don't know. Honestly, that's a weird one. Usually, ethically,
can you come this way?
Kyle!
Come this way.
no, I'm not gonna ban you, you sugar clitoris.
I love you, Caramel Cullen.
All right, I'm getting out of here. All right, but basically, wow, they must be mad. They can't kill me at all.
So
I read all
financially,
about
Financially,
Colonel
you're
Dog.
not supposed to get involved with your source because then they cease to be credible. Basically, what
what?
happened?
Okay, what if she's not directly their source? What if they're just writing articles about her?
That's still their source. That's their source material. So yeah, it is against code.
Okay.
I'm in an ethics class right now, and we're talking about stuff like that. Like for example, there's just a lot of stuff like that where you're not supposed to. If you have a connection, like if your friend, right, works for a company, and you and you were sent to like go report on like an issue that company is having, right? If you know someone who works at the company, you are not allowed to work on that story. Why? Because your friend works at it, and you have there's an ethical dilemma.
I
Yeah.
worked at a supermarket once, and I made a comment once about the price of something being different in another store, and they reprimanded me for that. They're like, "You shouldn't be shopping at our competitors." Like,
What?
Yeah,
Like
stuff
a
like that.
grocery
serious.
store?
Yeah.
yeah, I was like,
when we're talking about like ethical stuff, when it comes to like, what do you mean? Like when they're donating money to her,
Yeah.
if they personally know her, they shouldn't be even reporting on her. Like,
Okay, so even
yeah.
if they're talking to her,
if they're
like-
talking to, if
like
they're talking
even-
to her, like
even if
like,
they're on like a first name basis and they like
on a
have
professional
legal
level,
thing?
yeah, it's fine.
is it a legal thing or is it just
If they're
like
on a first name
shameful?
basis, though, like if they're friends and they like hang out, no, they should not be reporting.
But
on
is it illegal or is it just shameful?
It's not illegal. It's not seen as real journalism.
Okay.
Like that's what like MTV News does and shit like that, and like they like interview their friends and shit. Yeah.
Someone got jungle already.
he got jungle. Oh wait, yeah, Mr.
On mine
White.
says
Yeah,
Mr. White,
Mr.
you
White
got it.
did get it.
It's all right.
I'm gonna fucking play that uterus. I'm gonna tickle that uterus and play on that uterus.
Do you mind if I
Right.
play Zara?
No,
I want to.
Zyra works well with Vayne.
Right, sweet. I'm gonna pee.
Um,
Hang on.
So, but yeah, I mean, if you're talking about like the Bro Team was talking about it on Twitter. I didn't actually know that he was talking about that. It must be what he's talking about. I kind of redact my comment now. He was like, I hate how journalists like they get too close, and I didn't know that's what he meant by getting too close.
Yeah.
I just said like a journalist's job is not to be the conduit for the news, as in they're not supposed to make news happen. They're supposed to be the person who acts the news out for everyone else. Like,
So
our
they
job
get up.
is
They
to
get up
tell
on they get up on the stage, and then the
Uh-huh.
pianist starts playing the song.
Mhm.
Dun, 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 dun,
Right, they're not supposed to
dun,
make
dun,
they're not
dun,
supposed to make the
dun.
story. They're just they're just
Yeah,
acting it out.
they're Charlie Chaplin. All right, it's a silent
yeah,
film.
no.
The year is
totally true.
1936. Charlie Chaplin walks on
What did
screen.
I come back to?
Camera
I
A.
thought this was Zoe Quinn.
I'm fucking-
Gamergate.
Kyle said something that sounded like something
this
else,
is a
and I
quote
read.
from one of my books that I read. But like
I thought you
the
meant you
whole
wrote
point
that
is
book.
the whole point is though as a journalist, like there's a lot of like ethical shit you have to go through, and like just because like certain things like, oh, should we print this picture of this guy about to get like one that came up recently is like, should we print the video of that journalist in getting was it decapitated by ISIS?
That was fucked.
Yeah.
That was-
Should we put that in, like put a link to that, or should we even like talk about that? And like a lot of companies were like, no, we shouldn't do that. We shouldn't we shouldn't show the video and stuff like that. We should just
Don't
link to it.
encourage it, yeah.
Yeah. But at the same time, like people should see this and see what's going on.
What did
Okay,
Obama
so-
say? Didn't he say he was going to wipe out ISIS?
Obama was
like that?
pretty pissed about it. Yeah. He
Pretty
wants
fucked.
well, it's like another terrorist, so yeah.
Well,
It's just-
it was fucked how the first one was executed, and they're like, this guy's life depends on what Obama does. Did he actually do anything that caused the retaliation for the second guy to be decapitated?
No, I think that's
He didn't do anything, or
Maybe
Well, no,
he didn't.
He can't. Well, if you're Obama, you can't just be like, okay, let's just sacrifice 100 soldiers just for this one guy.
Well, here's what Obama should have done. Obama should have gone in there.
He should have got his
and
superpowers.
decapitated all of them.
Yeah,
should have given him a kiss.
he should have gotten his superpowers from Prototype.
Kareem, I don't think that would work. I don't think Obama has
Should have given him
stretchy enough lips to.
That
He has
would've
very
been
dry
s-
lips.
That would have been so. Oh shit! Why did I buy a? Oh jeez, I'm so glad I fucking was able to return that. I bought
Did you
I bought
undo
a,
or did you sell?
I bought a machete. No, I undid.
Oh, good.
I bought a machete.
How did you manage to buy a machete? That's not even on the recommended.
Because I don't look at the recommended because I'm not a fucking idiot.
Yeah, plebe.
Okay, but for me, it automatically pops up.
Well, for me,
Anyway,
I have a have a set page for recommended on
you're,
my.
you're
Oh.
stupid and
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But
Okay. I don't
anyway,
know.
yeah. So back to the other thing. All right, let's say they don't know her, right?
Right.
And let's say that they're backing her on Patreon. Is that
That's
a
not
conflict?
a conflict of interest, really.
You don't think so?
I mean, that's kind of like a judgment call. Like it could be, but like if you're like a fan of Billy Joel, right, and you're just the fuck are you doing over
So
here?
okay, so
Checking the red. Look what he said.
if you're an outspoken public
That's not
fan,
his red. Check my red.
okay,
Yeah,
well
but I can't
Patreon
What are you doing? What are you?
Patreon is
There's nothing in there.
is like
See,
a
now we
public.
can
So
see.
so if you're
It's a public entity, so you can see who's. Wait, what do you mean?
so yeah, if you're a public outspoken fan of something,
Uh huh.
you're allowed to report on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, like, it's not really as long as that doesn't affect like your reporting. Usually though, if you have an opinion on something, everyone has an opinion on what they're reporting on, though. I mean, if you think about it,
well, yeah.
like you have to
But
report.
it's whether it's
Like presidential
biased or
reporters
not.
are always a member of one party. Or
Yeah,
another.
you're not
Yeah.
you're obviously not obligated to be unbiased, are you? It's just
Yes,
preferred.
you are. Yes,
You are?
In your writing, yes. In your opinions, no. Like just when you write, you're supposed to be objective.
Well, I mean, they have opinions columns. Or
Yeah. No. You can write opinions columns.
is
but
that not considered
the actual
journalism, though?
opinions columns are considered journalism, but here's my thing. When you write an opinions column, you also have to have a feature story about the subject that gives an objective, like no opinions gives an objective look at it. So like you can't, it basically just says like what happened with no included opinion. And then you have the editorial, so if people want to see your opinion, they can go look.
Okay, let's say hypothetically, they write. Okay. So Zoe Quinn was involved in a game jam that basically
Right.
went completely haywire, right? So if she was the source on an article about that game jam, would that be if the article
No.
wasn't expressly about her?
Yeah.
Would that still be?
If she was accused of being like a big part of that thing falling apart, she's a source you want to get.
Okay.
Because you want to hear her side. There's two sides to every story.
Yeah.
Or more than two sides. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So that is acceptable even if they know her?
Oh, if they know her. That's different. That
And
you would
this
probably
is-
you would get another reporter to do
One
the
of the
interview.
one of the guys she was fucking wrote that article.
Say it so
Honestly-
crudely.
Honestly, you would probably get someone else to do the interview.
Okay.
Oh my
I'm
god.
I'm just trying to figure out where
because
on like an
at that point you
actual
have a personal.
spectrum of journalism ethics where it lies.
Well, sleeping with them is like that's something we haven't really covered in any of my classes, but you're not supposed to do it. I know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when you're a journalist, you're supposed to be like an entity that's just like you're just supposed to tell them the news. Not you're supposed to go like that's why I hate The View. Because The View, if you never notice how The View portrays a story, right? Whenever they do someone's voice, like whenever they say someone's quote, they give it like a voice like like that or something like that. That's totally like wrong way to tell a story. Because if you tell a story that way,
Putting bias on the story.
yeah, you're putting bias.
You're like incriminating them.
Yeah, you're basically making them sound worse because that's your opinion that they're worse.
Yeah.
Mm.
But you really have to watch when you're a
annoying.
broadcast journalist.
Sorry, because I read about it, but I read about it on Encyclopedia Dramatica, so I don't know how valid everything that they
Well,
say.
that's the thing about it is you can't really read on it because any site that would report on something like this has journalists directly involved.
Well, I
It's
don't think
hard-
there's
and
anyone from ED.
Well, then this issue has really, really hurt the game community's credibility in terms of journalism. Then
Yeah, well, that's the idea, is that in response to this, none of these sites have gone on record and been like, yeah, we're sorry.
Yeah, well,
we
they're
won't
fucking-
do it again. They're basically their response has been, and this is why it's called Gamergate, their response to this whole debacle and people basically demanding that these reporters are either held accountable or fired is to basically say that the word gamer is dead and anyone who is a gamer is a sexist misogynist that hates women, and that you should be ashamed to call yourself a gamer, and that what you're doing is fucking reprehensible. And so basically they're waging war on their audience. Is what they've
Jungle
done
Jacks
is a response.
teleport?
Yeah, that's Jungle Jack's teleport.
And he just came in and just took my farm.
And then left.
Yeah, and then left and did nothing. That's awesome. Yeah, it's when stuff like this happens, when plagiarism or like conflict of interest happens, usually they issue an apology to protect their credibility. But they obviously don't care about their readers then.
No, they're flat out waging war on their readers.
Yeah, which is the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
There's actually there's been more that comes to light that there's like a media group that I believe it's called Silver String Media or something like that, and it runs the PR for, and don't quote me on this. I know Kotaku is one of them. I think another one might be Rock Paper Shotgun, and another one is GameSpot. And they run PR for all these companies, and basically, they also run PR for Zoe Quinn. Zoe Quinn was fucking the person in charge of this. This person basically put out, or rather Silver String Media put out for these sites to start doing these gamer is dead articles. So it's a pretty deep rabbit hole if you actually start digging. It's all speculation, obviously, but it runs pretty deep.
Runs, yeah.
The whole thing sounds insane.
Oh, it is. I mean, if you give a shit about fucking video games news. Alright, Jax, don't fucking come out and help me or anything. It's not like you're right the fuck here. Jax! Fucking what are you doing, dude? Alright, whatevs.
I'm not able to fucking last hit right now. I'm getting really pissed off. I keep missing last hits. That's the thing I hate about
People
Vayner.
say Wolf.
Yeah, I don't know shit.
I hate it when people say that.
I hate you.
I hate it when people say.
I don't like it either.
I hate it when people say XD, mate, and what's the other one?
Baited and outsmarted.
I hate.
Oh god.
I hate calculated.
I've never seen that one.
You've never seen calculated? Oh god, everyone says calculated.
Calculon.
No, you're fucking full of shit.
I'm not full of shit.
You get out of here.
Watch.
You're in town, and I want you to get out.
I'm not in town.
Get out of town.
I'm actually not in your town.
Good, because I would have asked you to kindly get out. Get out of town.
Did you see that just went through him?
No, I didn't see that.
I'm talking to other person, not you.
He's
I'm
not.
talking with the guy whose name that rhymes with you, not you.
Yeah, you gotta specify. When we're in this harsh environment, this snowy tundra.